Coming up at 7 a.m., it's Game Show Wednesday. We'll play Junkies Shootout. Your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Queens of the Stone Age at Merriweather Post. That concert is going down July 17th.
So yesterday, I think we all were affected by this storm, right? Even Jason, who lives 100 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the storm rolled through, right?
Canceled the doubleheader.
Yeah, canceled the Nats game, obviously.
Right.
And I was in the cave.
Lorenzo was bitter.
Prior to that, I was out on the driveway, and I was just shooting baskets a little bit, just getting a little exercise. And it started to get really windy, and I thought, well, man, it looks like it sure is going to rain. Went downstairs, didn't think much of it. Next thing I know, the power's flickering.
Mm-hmm.
And I, of course, have the generator, the silly Generac generator from Crop Metcalf, so I'm good there.
Yeah.
Even if the power flickers, if I lose power more than 7 seconds, that generator fires up, so I'm good. I have a false sense of security with that, but I don't have any sort of backup if I lose internet or my satellite goes out. And sure enough, when it started coming really good, lost my cable, lost my internet, lost my phone. That's fine. I have a cell phone. But my family was instantly on monkey stilts. Now, I still had satellite, although it was flickering, and I did lose it. The signal locked up for about 5 or 10 minutes. But my family was instantly on monkey stilts when that internet went out.
Paralyzed.
Not only did I know instantly, because I'm there and I'm checking, all of a sudden my Twitter's not updating, and I was actually reading about LeBron, and I clicked on a link and it wouldn't work. And then my son all of a sudden goes, Dad, internet's out. What's going on, Dad? And my daughter comes down, Dad, internet's out. My 5-year-old goes, Daddy, is your computer working? Because, her iPod's not working. My whole family instantly
rendered helpless.
Useless.
I know.
And Jason,
Thank God it didn't happen to me.
It happened to me, and I was started to do shtick on Twitter, like I was, pondering the meaning of life and where am I going to go from here? I'm looking for Kool-Aid.
These are dark days indeed.
But it wasn't far from the truth and the reality. And all I could think of was, first of all, I thought this must be what it's like at a bed and breakfast. Another reason why I'll never
Right,
go.
of course. Why would you
Because
do
you got
that?
no internet,
No,
right? You just go there to
please.
I mean, what would you do?
Getting back to the olden days.
I mean, it was just torture. Then I thought, well, this is also why I could never go camping.
Did you think about driving somewhere where they did have power?
Well, I had power. Remember, I had power.
Or where they had TV?
I just had no internet. The internet, I could have TV all day long. What occupies me more than anything is the internet. That's what I use to occupy myself. I have this amazing little cave to myself, my little office, and I'm there most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And when I lose that internet and I lose my access, and I'm there, I'm browsing not only the sports websites, I'm into the photography, I'm doing that. There's a million things I'm doing, but it's all centered around being plugged in, and it's not the same to have it on your dumb phone.
I mean, what would you do
Just not
without
the same.
TV and internet for like a week?
Shrivel up and die.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, think about
you'd
ending
be
it.
forced to play like board games
Jason,
with your kids.
what did we do? It brought me back to
or read books.
It brought me back to 1985.
How terrible would that be?
I had no cable channels, for a period of time there. Now, my satellite did come back, but I had no. So I was basically relegated to rabbit ears and no internet. I thought, well, I might as well just cuff my jeans and buy a rugby shirt. Just go back to 1985.
Get a time machine.
What did we do back then? What did we play chess? I mean, what
in 85, you're 15. You're out playing sports. Out in the
but
schoolyards.
what did I do in the evenings?
You mowed your lawn, stuff like that.
No, in the evenings. What did I do at 8? It was 8 o'clock.
Well, like you said, you watch TV with the rabbit ears.
You know what you did? You watched the Bullets.
You watched Super
and
TV.
You probably, God forbid, you probably watched the Orioles on TV.
Yeah, I used to watch.
What else would you be doing?
Yeah.
You're watching Cal in his prime.
Yeah, I can remember. I mean, I was actually a kid in my generation. Valdez can never relate to this, or Ewad, or Paulina, or we got 100 interns here today. I actually used to put tinfoil on my antenna to try to get a better signal when I would watch, with the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
That's the
but
kind of day.
But if you had no TV back in 1985, then, it's similar to what you went through yesterday. With no TV, with no internet. What do you do? What did we do when we were 15 and it was 7 o'clock at night after dinner?
I don't know. I'm telling you.
I guess in the summertime.
I was freaking church. Now, I was lucky. My satellite came back. And I caught myself, and I thought of Cakes because I know he gets caught up in this. What we try to do is I said, well, obviously it's a time for the family to bond. We should all hang out together. So I invited my kids down. I said, come on, we'll find something that we all enjoy. First, then my kids started saying she wants to watch Food Network. I wasn't into that.
She wants to watch Chopped.
I didn't do that. So I was searching around, and I got into a marathon of Storage Wars. I'm sorry. It always occupies me.
Even though it's clearly staged.
All fake.
Okay, it has to be fake. It's still intriguing. Going through those stupid storage lockers.
I'm telling you, Jason, I think I watched 4 straight episodes of Storage Wars last night.
You love Barry.
Killing time.
What are you doing with
You
your
love Barry. Pulls up a different car every week.
But I think, is Barry done? Is Barry on the new season?
I think in the newer episodes, he is not featured in those.
Yeah, I think Barry retired.
Sadly, I know these things.
I think Barry and
God,
Dave.
I'm such a loser.
Dave sued the show and said it was all a scam.
Right.
And they were fixing the lockers. But they still have the big dummy. Who's the big hill?
Oh, it's Dave.
Dave, yeah. No. Dave is the guy, the yup guy.
Oh, you're thinking of Daryl.
Daryl.
And his son. Looks
Daryl
just like him.
The 2 biggest dummies in the country. But I got caught up in it.
I was on that for 5 minutes last night, and it was an old episode where Dave Hester was, shocker, going back and forth with Daryl, the gambler.
Right.
And my youngest son goes, Dad, is he rich? Pointing to Dave Hester. And I said, no chance he's rich. He's buying a bunch of crap. He's trying to sell it to other people. No chance he's rich.
I think he does very well.
You think?
I think he does. Yeah.
I'd be stunned if he's loaded. Maybe I'm wrong.
Plus, the show has made those guys all celebrities. Okay.
Yeah, but they're running secondhand stores. I just don't see how you can become wealthy
Dave
doing
is
that.
showing up in those 18-wheelers. I mean, those things aren't cheap cakes.
They're not.
Look, nevertheless, the show's intriguing. I got caught up in it, and that's what I did to kill basically 2.5, 3 hours last night when I lost my. And by the way, I called the cable provider and I asked, when's it coming back? Estimated time of resumption of service 7:30 this morning. So in my house they still don't have internet.
Yeah, but they're sleeping, aren't they?
They're sleeping.
Yeah,
they're sleeping. Basically, a tree fell down. It took down a bunch of wires.
Speaking of board games, the game that I used to play all the time when I was a teenager. Like early teens.
Mm-hmm.
You would never play this, Cakes, but Eric might have. Do you remember the baseball game Stratomatic?
Oh, I played it a million times.
I played Stratomatic every single day.
I think my dad handed down to me like the original version of Stratomatic.
I had one of the old versions, and that's what I would do. If I had nothing else going on, I would look forward to playing Stratomatic.
Well, before that, I played electric football.
Oh, yeah, always had that.
I'm Pete Medhurst.
Valdez watches videos called Strap-O-Matic. They're very disturbing.
It's totally different.
From what he told me.
Totally different.
Yeah, it's not as innocent as your goofy baseball game from the 80s.
But to me, it was just as fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably was. 800-636-1067 is the number. That's the Hadid Carpet Cleaning listener line. You want to use that right now to get in for Game Show Wednesday, playing Junkies Shootout. When we come back, where you have a chance to win tickets to go see Queens of the Stone Age.